Hey, Quicker! Today we are talking about the Aurabot. For those people who doesn't know, Aurabot is just a build to push the others party member, the defense, the offense, everything, just a support class to give more survivability and more damage to make it easier for everyone or even possible for everyone to complete the maps, bosses, etc. So you have, or I have 14 auras. I will show you two different kind of builds. One is a budget version, one is a medium budget version, and those have like 14 auras. So you have maximum resistance pushed up to, depending on your aura effect. In my case, it's 88%, I think, which gives you a nice defense boost. Also, you get armor from determination, from defiance banner. You get attack from hatred, wrath, etc. You name it. But this is the Aurabot I will show you. This is the Aurabot I really enjoyed. Usually I'm more like the damage dealer, but I enjoyed it because you have not much to do, but I will tell you everything right now. So here we are. This is my Aurabot. I personalized it. I have a mid. For me, it's a mid version. The highest version costs a couple mirrors, so this is mid, but I will also show you the low investment soon. Let's start right here. We get a militant face. We want it with non-curse aura and reduced curses duration on you. Every 10 devotions, you get this 4% or 1%, depending on what you're looking at. And putting points in here gives you devotion. You can see 5 points, 10 points, etc. In total, I have 275 devotions. I'm using an unnatural instinct, and yes, it boosts your stats right here. It says you have this, and so you're getting devotions. I'm capped at the reduced duration of curses on me. I'm also using here Intuitive Leap to get those 2 points for more aura. If you want to know how much aura effect you have, you can look here. You use a skill, an aura, and scrolling over your aura effect. And when you click on it, it locks in. You can scroll over and see where this belongs to. So we also using Watcher's Eye. I used Purity of Ice, Immune to Freeze, so I can put something else in my Pantheon, which I like to or want to have. And the important stat is gain 10% maximum mana as extra maximum energy shield if you're affected by clarity. We have, where is this? Yeah, the Impossible Escape. We're going down here, taking this node for 2 max resistance, so we have 90%. The other person or the other persons in your party will have 88 with this method. I'm using 3 voices. I know it's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it, you know. You can also go with normals, but I will show you soon. I'm putting some jewels in here for getting more boosts, and of course Corrupted Bloody Moon. I'm at 7,282 energy shield, which is pretty good. As you can see or saw in the video, you can tank like a lot. I mean, really a lot. Not everything. Sometimes you die, but you can tank a lot. Let's check out the skills. So in my class, I have Arrogance. Instead of mana, it reserves life. I have an Enlighten, of course, on everything, because I just want to say or want to try to max out my auras. I wanted to have 14, and that's where I ended up. Defiance banner, Anomalous, you can use the normal quality. Clarity level 3, I mean +2, so it's level 5. Vitality, Flame Dash, Purity of Fire in my boots. As you can see, it gives me +2. You want the auras at minimum level 23, because at this point you get an extra 1% resistance. So After 23, it's not really worth it for the normal, for the defense aura like Purity, Fire, Ice, Lightning. But for Precision, Wrath, Hatred, etc., like you can see here, it's good to have more. I don't have it at the moment. I know, shame on me. But yeah, I'm using Salutary usually, but sometimes you need Anger for some people. You can swap it. I'm not running it, so it's deactivated. Of course, we have Smite. Smite is for your taunting, because with where is it? There, the champion node, you can taunt enemies. And this is pretty good for farming, because then they will focus on you and not on your DPS, and you can tank usually more than the other people if it's not a tank. And Smite gives also a nice aura for your party members. Fast attacks, generosity. This is how you get the Smite on the party members, because if you don't have generosity, you would get the Smite buff. Purity of Eyes, Determination, of course, for the defense, Val Haste, Grace, and Discipline. Nice boost those Val skills, and this is just for my class. Let's check out. I made the scepter myself. I used some fossils to craft it. It wasn't really difficult, just a little spam, so you know, nothing really special up here. Just a +2 AoE. I don't even have a +4. The helmet is, I crafted everything. I crafted every rare item you can see here by myself. I mean, not the Blizzards, but the others I did by myself. I think this one is with essences, and then Wield Chaos, the body armor, double elevated. I know. This looks a little bit expensive, but it wasn't that expensive for me. Maybe I was lucky because I did the double elevated, put it together. I think suffix cannot be changed. And then Reforge, what was it? I think Reforge Influence to get the +1 level to socket support gems, and that's it. Everything else didn't really care about, but it came out quite nice. There I bought a fracture base. What did I do? I think I used fossils, I guess, to get some chance of suppressed spell damage. Also, I'm not 100% sure if it works really well, but I'm trying to unnerf the enemies for a more DPS. Here we get some boots. +2 is fine enough. You don't need the movement speed. Jinx Juju, nothing special. I made those by myself as well. You also can use an unset ring to get an extra slot for another gem or 2 if you want to, if you can cap your chaos resistance. These are not capped at the moment because I'm using a relic which gives me chaos resistance, but I didn't put it in here, so meh. And of course I crafted a belt. My focus was always on more armor and more energy shield. I mean, increased armor and increased maximum energy shield, and some some stats and chaos resistance. That's it. Very important is this flask because we have no CI. What's CI? CI is top here. This is CI, chaos inoculation. Makes you immune to chaos damage, but we are not using this because we wanna reserve our life as well. This version would be much more expensive, so you need a flask like this, which also doesn't let the chaos damage bypass the energy shield, and you have to have it running like all the time. Really, if it goes down and it stops for a moment, you can die within a second. Just some normal flasks up here. If you wonder, the regenerate 3% of the life. Yes, it regenerates the using the energy shield region as well. So I'm going with this, 3 charges on hit. I get hit a lot, so it's up all the time. But this is the most important. Let's check the budget version. Looks similar, very similar. So you're going with one cluster and one large cluster and one small over here. You have quite a little bit different items, not that much. You're using Sign of the Sin Eater. You already have the Smite, get more strength, more intelligence. He is working with a totem, which gives you, I think it's a life region, yes, life region. And also he is using a soul link, so he can protect the other players better. But for me, this wasn't an option. Also, he is using, where is it? I think it's with hatred. Now something else, I forgot. But one buff he always has to trigger every couple seconds, and this is definitely not what I wanted to do, so I changed mine. But he's going for more suppress spell damage. If you have evasion, boots, helmet, and cloth space, you also can use evasion energy shield, but this is the tree. Pretty similar. That's like mine, but I put it up a notch. I was tired of a couple things, and I had to make it better just for my taste. So this is this. This is mine, as you can see. Yeah. But this is the budget version. You can start with this. Everything's fine. It's not really expensive. It's like this the same items. You don't even need the unnatural instinct. You can get rid of it, and yeah, that should be fine for the start. I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, write down below into the comments what you want to know. Also, you can ask me on Discord, whatever. Just check the notifications under the video. All left to say is wish you good luck and